In Dixon for some softball action. Dawson Springs visiting Webster County. Turn the camera around to show you a little bit what's happening here in Dixon. Getting ready for the game here today. Beautiful, a little breezy out here at the softball field. Got a lot of rain last night. Looks like we'll be able to play a couple of games as Dawson Springs and Webster County will play a back-to-back doubleheader here, or a doubleheader with back-to-back games. That's what I was going for. Ball swing and a miss will collect the first strike in the count now at 1-1. Dawson Springs picking up their first win back on the 25th of April as they've gone a few days without games. This one is hit down the right field line and will shift into foul territory, 1-2 now against Haynes as they pick up their first win in what was well over 1,000 days. I think 80-some games in total for Dawson Springs. Mickey Blue picking up his first win as a head softball coach as Scott will deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss. There is a Melody Lane strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, striking out the side. Takes us to the bottom half of the first inning. There's going to be a lot of backspin on this. Can they make a play? No, that's going to bring in a run and go as an RBI single on an error. So an RBI single for Allen will bring in the game's first run, 1-0. Webster County on top.
27. Chloe
brings up Chloe Papino next, and we know what she's capable of doing, leading the team in home runs this season. Came into this one with 7 on the year as a wild pitch is going to allow the base runner to go from first to second as Allen will get over there uprights. No play that direction. 1-0 the pitch count on Papino. And so Kennedy Warren, Layla Scott, Reagan Corbett, Rainey Roy, Audra Gill, and then Molly Whitledge and Claire Scott in the order here today. And an off-speed pitch will climb the ladder and miss upstairs for a ball. So 2-0 the pitch count against Papino, who awaits, and again, up and away, 3-0 as the ball tries to throw it back to the pitcher and just gets away once again. A breezy day. The flag is out. It is straight out at times here. So that tells you kind of what these players are dealing with. This one is popped up out to left field. They could have a play on it, and they're going to say fair as that'll go down the left field line. They had a play out there, but I'm thinking the sun may have been in the eyes of the left fielder. That would have been Sophia Johnson out there in left field, and so that'll bring in a run on RBI.
Next up, the first baseman, number 6. Kennedy Warren.
RBI double on an error out there in left field for Papino, who gets on base, and so now it is 2-0 Webster County. And so up next will be Kennedy Warren, first baseman here today for the Lady Trojans. She'll step up to the plate, awaits, and this one in the dirt. Papino thought about taking off, but decided to go back over to second. This is a Webster County club who comes in at 20-9 so far this season, as we're going to see a hit batter. So hit by pitch will put now Warren over on first base. So let me add that to my score sheet.
14, Layla Scott.
Layla Scott, 5th one in the order, comes up, playing pitcher here today. That one goes in the dirt for a ball. 20-9 overall record for Webster County. Dawson Springs, like I said at the top of the show, getting their first win of the season, ending that long losing streak. Now 1-14 on the year as they defeated Hopkinsville. We'll go and look at the second region standings here a little bit later on in the broadcast, as this is a team that finished 0-25 in 2023. And they got that 19-9 win. This one right into the glove on a little blooper up into the air. And so that will be the first out of the game. Calling a
Next
pop
up,
out.
the DP,
And so
number 11, Reagan
brings
Corbett.
up Reagan Corbett next for Webster County. First pitch is high and away for a ball. Dawson Springs 1-7 with that Hopkinsville win, going 1-7 now in the region. 0-4 in the 7th district. A swing on this one, and this one will go foul to even up the count now at 1-1. Runners on first and second for Webster County. 1 out with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Trevor Rice with you here on Nash 104.9. In the dirt, we'll skip to the catcher and now make it 2-1. Jason Scott, year 3 at the helm for Webster County. Mickey Blue in his 2nd year, getting his first win as a coach with that win on the 25th. So congratulations to him on achieving that. A guy who coaches both boys basketball and the softball program over in Dawson. 3-1 pitch count on Corbett, and she'll watch that one go and miss on the outside to load up the bases now. Runners on all 3 bases with just 1 out.
Number 18, Rainey Roy.
Brings up Rainey Roy now, who's playing second base here this afternoon. In a 2-0 game, has a chance to do some damage with this at-bat appearance. Pitch misses on the inside corner to go 1-0. Roy this year has batted in 15 of the 29 games. Comes in with a .375 batting average. Has struck out just 3 times. Second pitch. This one is in the dirt for a ball. 2-0 now. Bases are loaded, and if you are a batter in this scenario, you are licking your chops as this one misses outside to go now. Oh no, they'll say a strike on the outside corner. 2-1 as she watched that one. These pitches, they kind of have an arc to them, almost like a rainbow shot in basketball. This one will miss and hit the dirt just before it gets to home plate to make it now a 3-1 pitch count with 1 out in the bottom of this first inning. Bases loaded. Swung on. Out towards right center. Will fall into play. That's going to drive in at least 2 runs, potentially 3 if they get a little crazy. Now that will be a 2 RBI single for Roy. And this one will skip to the catcher for a ball. So 1-0 the pitch count. Still just 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. 5-0 now. Webster County on top. Fastball, this one is going to go right down the center and out towards center field, and it looks like they're going to drive in another run, and that'll go as an RBI single. This one goes way up high and misses for a ball. So a leadoff triple as we've gone through the entire order now in the bottom of the first inning. Outside pitch is going to go now 2-0 in a 6-0 game. Webster County, a first of 2 varsity doubleheader against the Lady Panthers. We'll get to see this Lady Panthers team coming up next week as they'll take on Madisonville North Hopkins. And it looks like Webster may have stepped off the bag, and they're going to prolong this game a little bit. 6-0. Batters, what does she do here? A swing and miss to go full count now. 3 balls to 2 strikes as Scott is trying to keep her perfect streak going. Trying to go for 4 consecutive strikeouts. The 3-2, and there is the Melody Lane strikeout. 4 away with the first batter.
Next up,
first
the
4 batters.
baseman.
2 outs, top of the second. Swing and a miss. There's another Melody Lane strikeout. County in control. This one will hit the dirt before it gets to the plate now for a 2-1 pitch count from Haynes. Warren's first time up. She was hit by pitch. This one is grounded right to the third baseman as they'll throw it home and try to get the lead runner, and they do. They get Haley Allen at home plate for the first out, and they keep a run off the board.
Now batting the pitcher, number 14,
Runners on the corners now go
Layla
first
Scott.
and third. Brings up Layla Scott. Scott, her first time up, popped one up, right to the pitcher. And this one off speed goes and misses on the outside corner, stolen base. Now runners on first and second as Warren will advance from first over to second base, upright. Showing bunt, now delivers, and a lot of backspin on this one. It should have a play out there. No, it's going to fall into left field. That's going to bring in 2 runs, as Webster County will add 2 more to the board off of that single. So a 2 RBI single for Scott.
Now batting the DP, number 11, Reagan Corbett.
And so she'll get on the bag for the first time today, as we'll go to the 6th batter here in the inning. Reagan Corbett, the DP. 9-0. It's been a 3-run effort so far and a stolen base, as Scott will advance over to second with just 1 out here in the inning thus far. Bottom of the 2nd. Delivery upstairs, missing high and away. 1-1. So everyone for Webster County has gotten on the base so far. This one's going to be a grounder off the glove of the 3rd baseman. Will bring in a run. Or no, it's not going to bring in a run. They're going to keep her and hold at 3rd. So now runners on the corners on that single from Corbett.
Now batting the 2nd baseman, number 18,
bring up
Rainey
Roy now. Her 2nd time up, had a 2 RBI single to her credit. Her first plate appearance. So she'll assume position and get ready to go. And grounds one right to second base. And now a throw to the pitcher, and it looks like that's going to bring in a run. So an RBI single for Roy.
Next up, the catcher, number 5,
now brought in 3
Avery
runners
Quill.
here this afternoon in game 1 of this doubleheader. Avery Quill, who comes up, and she will see the first pitch go by for a strike 1 call. She had an RBI single her first time up in the 1st inning. Off speed, goes and misses outside now to even it up at 1-1. 1 out. Runners on 1st and 2nd for the Lady Trojans. Off speed pitch gets away, and they'll call it a strike on a swing and miss and advance the runners now to 2nd and 3rd. So that pitch gets away. We'll advance the runners, 2 stolen bases. And now Gwilyn behind in the count now, 1-2. That one high and away. Evens up the count now at 2-2. Looks like Webster may have just run one off the base. So that should be 2 outs now. I don't even know if they noticed that. And a pitch that will miss. It says 10-0 on the board, 4-run inning. And a pitch that will miss on the inside corner, a walk for Gwill, who will take her base. That's going to put a wrap on this vlog. Appreciate you guys watching. Look for some more content to come out over the weekend. I'm going to show some clips from the Holiday World Summer Tour. I went to the Patron and South Main Dine-In on Friday. We'll show those clips coming up in a future video, probably tomorrow. And then if I go to a convention, I'll show some clips probably Monday or Tuesday from that. And then more baseball and softball over this next week. Be good to one another. Keep subscribing. Keep subscribed, I should say, would be the correct way to say that. Because if you're not subscribed, you should be. Give a like to the video. Come back and watch future content. Be good to one another. Bye.